What's going on? Welcome to the Talking Smack Show. So we had our first Raw since Money in the Bank, and we kicked the show off with a rare Raw appearance by John Cena. So he came out telling us we have no power. The truth is a gimmick, and we will all dismiss our truth because of that as well. Basically referencing the fact that R-Truth came and screwed him over, but then also kind of referencing stories that, by all accounts, John Cena wanted a rivalry with R-Truth to try and save his career. So interesting little double bluff there, like a heel, but pretty good guy in real life. And then he did his countdown for appearances. And we only have 19 more John Cena appearances, which got me feeling pretty emotional, to be honest. Like, it's going to be a big shame when he goes. Cena declared that he's beaten the best that we can offer. He's got no one left. So it's going to be a bit of a procession, the end of his reign, before he takes the championship home. CM Punk came out and basically he said that he's coming for Cena's title. He said that the title was bringing out the worst in Cena, and he knows because he's been through it himself. He says that it's corrupted Cena. Punk came back and he didn't want a title run because he knew the evil that it brought out of him. But he's realised to defeat a monster, he has to become one. And he's going to be taking that title and winning it back because it's the people's title, not John Cena's, to be stealing. Punk wanted the match tonight. Cena said no. He challenged him at Saudi Arabia, which Night of Champions, which is interesting because from what I gather, CM Punk has refused to fight in Saudi Arabia up to this point. So John Cena is sort of playing up to that point, which is interesting. Then Seth Rollins came out wearing a Money in the Bank green suit. And it was weird. Like, I rewound to try and work out what was going on. He came out, nothing happened whatsoever. Then we had AJ Styles versus Chad Gable. I don't really understand why this match happened. Just Chad Gable being pretty bloody annoying, I'm imagining. Chad was banged up from having won possibly 2 matches on the day of Night of Champions. Styles went to get the Styles Clash. Chad was with the Creed brothers, so Brutus distracted the ref and Julius pulled Chad to safety. Then Styles took out the Creed brothers and did the ugliest Styles Clash to win. People keep on screwing up their finishers with Chad Gable at the moment, which is weird because he's like the best wrestler and he's the lightest guy. Like, if you can do a finisher on anyone, it should be Chad Gable. I'm legit worried someone's going to injure him. But yeah, AJ Styles got the win. It was weird. Chad's got so much momentum behind him at the moment as well. Like, it felt like a weird decision for me, but whatever. So then we had later on in the show, AJ was interviewed and he said that he's fed up of Judgment Day, fed up of Seth Rollins and like factions, and if anyone disrespects him, he's going to punch him in the mouth. It's interesting. It did make me wonder whether this is like a teaser for him starting a faction of his own. But yeah, AJ Styles is really directionless at the moment. I hope for his sake he doesn't bring back the Good Brothers or whatever they're called. Good Dudes, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. But yeah, interesting. See what comes of that. So next up, backstage, Roxanne Perez came up to Liv Morgan, asking to work together in the Queen of the Ring qualifier, which was up next. Liv told her to just stay out of the way, basically. And yeah, I'm really pleased that they've got Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring. I think it's pretty exciting this year, especially. I feel like it's a good move. So before any matches, my hopes were, and are, Chelsea Green to become Queen of the Ring. The work she did with the title and the sort of like Trump parody was so good. You know she would nail it. And out of all of the men, my number one hope is Sami Zayn, because one, he deserves that sort of like shot and the accolades. He's been incredible. And two, I think he could be a hilarious king as well, but a credible one at the same time. So they're my hopes. So the Queen of the Ring qualifier match tonight was Liv Morgan versus Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley versus Kairi Sane. Liv started the match by running away from Rhea Ripley, and then it led to Rhea Ripley choking Liv Morgan with her legs. It did things to me. And then, but as the match went on, Roxanne Perez kept on helping Liv Morgan out till eventually they ended up basically working together on the same side, taking out Rhea, taking out Kairi, one like bouncing between the two. And it was really effective. Then Liv hit the most beautiful, incredible springboard code breaker on Rhea Ripley. Like, it was perfect. She's got so good in the ring now. Like, when she was in the Riot Squad, she was trash. But she's so legit now. She's a great wrestler and like just such a good personality. Like, this match was brilliant. The Raw Women's Division is stacked. So then Liv went for the Oblivion on Rhea, but Rhea managed to catch her, and then she hit the Riptide. And then as she was going for the cover, Raquel Rodriguez showed up and dragged Rhea out of the ring. They started like going at it while Liv was still on the floor. Kairi Sane climbed the turnbuckle and delivered the insane elbow. She got the cover for Liv. And then while she was covering, Roxanne Perez dived on top of Kairi Sane, rolled her up for the victory. Then we'll come back to that in a little bit. Then we had Nikki Bella. She was on the show just sort of doing the rounds. You can tell possibly that she's having to pay alimony because she's doing wrestling appearances now. She needs to pay off her husband, I'm guessing. So Becky, the new Intercontinental champ, came out. She's saying that she was making the belt the hottest commodity because she was wearing it. She should have been celebrating after Night of Champions, but she couldn't because Lyra ruined the celebration by attacking her. She called Lyra out to apologise. Lyra did this weird little angry walk. I hate Lyra now. Down to the ring. While Becky was looking at Lyra, Bayley attacked Becky from behind. Becky tried running off. She ran into Lyra. Lyra threw her back at Bayley. Bayley attacked a little bit more, and then Becky legged it. I mean, like a Becky-Bayley rivalry. Brilliant. Let's just fuck Lyra off. Get that bitch out of there. She's incompetent. Those two are studs. Those two having an Intercontinental title match. Incredible. I'm all for that. I think we'll see the best out of Becky as a heel. Bayley's always a star. Let's just slide Lyra off the screen. It'd be best for everyone at the moment, I think. So next up, we had R-Truth. I was thrilled to see him back on Night of Champions. I'm really pleased he's been brought back. By all accounts, like WWE could not believe the fan reaction and the locker room reaction to letting him go. They had to make a difference, which is brilliant. Like, people are going to get released all the time, and it is fine. But R-Truth is like a bit special, I think. So very pleased that we've had that turnaround and he's come back. So basically he was telling us that he's back and he's really glad and the fans are the reason, like our voices matter. But he's back as well as R-Truth, because R-Truth can sometimes be a bit silly, a bit of an idiot, a bit of a punchline for jokes. But now we've got Ron Killings. He's not a gimmick. And then he picked up some scissors and he cut his fucking dreadlocks off. So now we've got a Ball Truth. The truth has set me free, he said. It was cool. It was a really nice moment. Like, he's such a special guy by all accounts. He seems like such a good person. Like, everyone just speaks so highly of him, and like everyone loves him. So really cool. Hopefully he'll get a cool little run. Me and my pal were talking, like, is he going to get a title shot? Like, well, maybe he'll get a title shot, I'm sure. But is he going to get like a title? And you're like, no. He's not going to be the one to decrown Cena. He's not going to win the World Heavyweight title, I don't think. That would be the only one, maybe. He's not going to dethrone Dominic Mysterio right now, anyway. And he's not going to defeat Jacob Fatu. So, but I don't think he wants that. Like, he doesn't need that. He just wants to be in the business, which is cool. So backstage, Finn was asking Dom why he was in the King of the Ring, given that he's already got the title. Dom was like, you're in Money in Bank, so I thought I'd go in it, represent Judgment Day. Finn was obviously a bit pissed, but pretended to be cool with it. JD McDonough was like, don't worry, man, we're gonna win the tag team belts. And then like Roxanne Perez was there, everyone was jovial. Enter Liv Morgan. She looked fucked off, man. She said, why is everyone celebrating? No one should be celebrating. She's angry. She stormed off again. Dom was encouraged to go chase her. He's like, kind of got a match, man. So he left Liv on her own. I do not want them to split up. That would be the worst thing, in my opinion. But please keep Dom and Liv together, please. So we had a King of the Ring qualifier match next. Penta versus Dom Mysterio versus Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker. Interestingly, it's basically like the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania, apart from Sami Zayn instead of Finn Balor. Weird that they put those four together, but cool. Really, really good match again, though. Really, really enjoyed it. So as the match started, Dom just ran off. Him and Liv clearly had a game plan, both of them. And he ran out of the ring, but Penta dove after him, flipping out of the ring onto Dom. Bron Breakker just started dominating everyone, just smashing them to pieces. Then there was a really cool moment where Bron Breakker was outside of the ring. Sami was on the apron and did this sort of like pop-up moonsault that he does. And then Dom, I think Penta flipped out. Then Dom did that incredible suicide tornado DDT he started doing. And then Bron Breakker did his flying clothesline. It was cool, like just really cool moves, all of them. That flying clothesline is sick, though. I think Dom and Bron are like truly the future of the wrestling business. Like those two are absolute superstars in the making, along with Jacob Fatu. So it's cool to get to see them. Sami Zayn delivered a blue thunder bomb to Dom, but Dom kicked out. As Sami went for the haluva kick, Penta super kicked him and then hit the sacrifice and the Penta driver onto Dom. But onto Sami. But Dom snuck in trying to roll Penta up, but ate a Mexican destroyer. Bron Breakker speared Penta in half outside the ring. But then as he was celebrating, LA Knight showed up, hit the BFT. He's obviously still pissed about what happened at Money in the Bank. Then Sami, with like the chaos outside, Sami hit the haluva kick on Dom for the win. So Sami is going into the semi-finals of the King of the Ring, which is cool. Like I said, I'd be very keen on Sami to win. By the way, my other person was LA Knight. I just think he'd be a cool king. And again, probably deserves some more props than he's been getting recently. Backstage, New Day were interviewed, asked who they're going to defend their title against. They said basically there's no one deserving at the moment. So they're only going to fight the best. Then we had Nikki Bella come down to the ring. She was basically there to pump up the women's evolution or revolution. I can't remember what it's called. Show that's going to be happening in a few weeks. And she was like going through all the women who were awesome. And then a livid Liv Morgan came down, like, why ain't you saying my name? Like, she was like a little ghetto girl ready to fuck shit up. She was fuming. She was like, you didn't mention me because you're jealous, because I've got respect, a championship, and a man. I love Liv. I love Liv so much. Then it was hilarious. And then Nikki was like, I get why you're mad. It's because you're confused and you lost and you're not sure who Dom belongs to. And then Nikki went to walk off and she was like, please congratulate Roxanne for winning and getting Dom. And she was like about to walk off. And Liv said to Nikki, you're just a reality show diva. Nikki turned around, bam, oblivion. Liv fucked that bitch up. Fuck you, Nikki. Liv's a goddess. She's a goddess. So then we came to the main event. Main event, Jey versus Gunther. Jey's entrance, still the most over thing in wrestling at the moment. Jey went for the win straight away with a sleeper, but Gunther got out, and then Gunther got on top, and he got on top. And it was clear, like, Jey was injured. Gunther's been telling Jey not to do this shit. He's putting himself on the line too many times, and now he's paying for it. Gunther ripped his top off. You could see Jey's fucked up ribs, and Gunther just went at him, man. He was just smacking the shit out of him again and again. Every time Jey would try and get on the offense, his ribs would stop him, or Gunther would just be too strong. Gunther went for a power bomb, but Jey turned it into a Hurricane Rana and a super kick. And then he went for a sleeper, but he couldn't hold on. Gunther was too strong. Gunther then hit a massive power bomb on Jey, but Jey kicked out, showing resilience. Gunther then hit Jey with a spear, as ugly as Jey's spear. Those two shouldn't be doing spears, man. They're bad spears. Like, not in the cool bad, like in the shit bad. And then both men were trying to sleeper each other. Then Jey hit Gunther with a super kick and a spear, and then he went for a splash, but Gunther rolled out of the way, so Jey landed on his ribs. It looked rough, man. And then Gunther got him into a sleeper, and like, Jey was in the sleeper for time, like ages. It looked bad, but somehow Jey wriggled out of it. And then Jey got Gunther in a sleeper, and Gunther was bright red. I was like, shit, main event, Jey is defending his title. But then Gunther got out, and he put Jey into another sleeper, and it was tense. Like, this sounds like a boring combo, but it was so exciting. Like, the tension was palpable. You could taste it. It was there. And he put Jey to sleep. Gunther is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I thought Seth was going to cash in, but he didn't. So, I have some predictions. Like I said, I hope Chelsea wins the women's, but not certain. Obviously, Sami is now into the semi-finals. I think Sami is going to win King of the Ring. Then, I think Sami is going to challenge Gunther at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight title. Then, I think Sami Zayn is going to win the World Heavyweight title. Then, I think Seth Rollins is going to instantly cash in on Sami Zayn and take the title, and it's going to be gutting. It is going to be so sad, but it's going to be one of those moments again. Another insane Seth Rollins cash in. You've heard it here. It's going to happen. So if you would like help with your nutrition, with your fitness, with your health in general, I would love to work with you. Foundation Health Coaching, just in the corner there. Scan that QR code. Check out my Instagram. Check out my website. All Foundation Health Coaching. I'd love to help you get fitter, basically. But until next time, keep it going. Oh, guys, no breaks. Dog walk.